Radical leftists love to preach about diversity and inclusion until it comes down to diversity of thought and opinion, and then they want anybody they disagree with silenced. And now we've got Kotaku melting down saying Elon Musk somehow became a top-ranked Diablo 4 player in between cheerleading for Trump. Of course, it's really not a shocker to see that Ethan Gotch, who of course is a writer at Kotaku, has a massive case of TDS, and I bet over the next day he's going to be completely melting down over the result of the election, and I will be covering that in another video, I'm sure, because plenty of people within Hollywood and also video games are going to be freaking out like little brats. But now they're posting articles talking about how Elon Musk is the world's richest man with over $200 billion in net worth right now. He could go anywhere and do anything, and he has apparently chosen to spend an inordinate number of hours grinding for loot in Diablo 4. The Tesla CEO revealed on the Joe Rogan podcast in a surprise last-minute appearance before the election that he is a top 20 player in Blizzard's hit action RPG. They sound so salty that a man is simply playing video games. Maybe if you guys over at Kotaku got to playing video games and writing video game guides, you would be respected in the industry and you could have your name on one of these leaderboards. But no, you suck so bad at your job, you don't care about video games so much that you end up being irrelevant. And then you have to attack people who are more successful than you. Yeah, sure, of course. You could question why Elon's busy playing video games when he's the CEO of these massive companies like Tesla, like X. But on the flip side, he's just a human being at the end of the day who has a passion for video games, something that these journalists do lack. But it's proven that he's number 19, which is really cool in my opinion. I love seeing people enjoying video games. I love seeing people getting better. And instead of simply saying, oh my god, this is a win for gamers because now video games are getting so much extra attention in the news cycle because of Elon Musk. No, no, no. Ethan here has such a massive case of Trump derangement syndrome that he says, why is he busy doing this? Which is hilarious. Of course, in between, quote, cheerleading for Trump. Okay, Ethan, over here having a fucking meltdown. If Elon Musk was sitting here campaigning for Kamala, they would have had absolutely no problem with that because he would be abiding by their politics. Oh my gosh, imagine a human being having an opinion different than yours. We've got to try to trash him in any way possible. And this is what Kotaku has decided to do with this entire article. Of course, during his interview with Rogan, Musk said he believes that gaming is unfairly maligned as a waste of time, and instead he argued that it can be calming and restorative by forcing people to focus exclusively on solving tough problems or overcoming complex challenges, which I totally and completely agree with. I talk all the time on this channel about video games and how important they are and how they are a force for good. I know there are a lot of individuals out there, especially politicians, who say that video games cause real world violence, even though there are a plethora of studies proving otherwise, that they are very good for, growing kids because it does help with, focus and problem solving, but it also is a force of good for adults who need to de-stress. It is a way for them to further their skills in life again with, mental capacities, helping them overcome complex challenges. It is a force for good, and there are so many people who say that they aren't, which is, of course, ridiculous. But of course, he goes on about how does a CEO of multiple companies who is always posting on social media and currently campaigning on behalf of a convicted felon, Donald Trump, for president, find the time? Did he hire someone to farm loot on his account for him or buy gear for him on the black market? So it's hilarious that they are coping and seething and even saying that he doesn't really play video games, that he has somebody else playing the video games for him so that he can take all of the credit. Like, my God, they are trying their very best here to come up with some explanation other than Elon Musk is actually a gamer, and funny enough, he's more qualified to be a gaming journalist than you are, Ethan. You are a fucking hack. And of course, they want to make it about the election and about how he's campaigning on behalf of a convicted felon, Donald Trump, even though Donald Trump had just won by a landslide. There are so many people who think that he is going to do great by this country yet again, and I have faith in him like so many other people. But over the next couple of days, we are going to see some spectacularly hilarious meltdowns from Hollywood actors and directors to video game journo hacks, and I will be keeping my eye on this. But of course, Ethan here has a massive case of TDS. He's going to be melting down for certain. And instead of simply praising Elon Musk for becoming a top ranked Diablo 4 player, he's saying that it is only happening in between him cheerleading for Trump when there is absolutely no connection there at all whatsoever. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.